and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. On first down, Lawrence. That one complete to Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelce now, not Travis, his brother who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Back to throw, Lawrence. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Right here, right here.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And he completes it to Cohen. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. On the defensive side here, the starters for the Texans against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
And they can't corral him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
I'm going back to you. Back 55, back 55.
To throw on third down, Lawrence gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 21 carries, 55 yards and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1, because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it. This is Michel. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Looking to throw. Lawrence able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They give him a gain of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Go. 5.
We're scoreless after 1.
Go now. 70, Indy.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to throw. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And back at the 8 now, 3rd and goal.
55, come on, guys. 52 jet bombers. 52 jet bombers. Watch the safety creep. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Michelle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky, and he finds Stills, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Lawrence. That is caught by Cohen. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
2nd and 13. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Rams on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to float this. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 40, 30, 10. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, 99 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's caught at the 25. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
In your face.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. It's Hill, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pound.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Judon in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And that's Elliott, complete. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with...
You want the third? Already? No problem. Let's do it. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Texans to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And Stills bringing it in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Trubisky will come up here first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now it's Trubisky. This to Jarwin. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a first down carry, it's Michel. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
Again, it's Michel, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Open man is Ross, complete. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
So what did you say earlier, my man? You said one big play away from getting back in this game. And guess what? There it was.
Yeah, we talked about it. That despite the scoreline, they were that close on the road, and boom, there you go.
Well done, Nostradamus.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle. Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Draw play, Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. On 2nd down, Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Trubisky. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people. No errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Back now in Houston, it's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they got an answer for it.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Come on. Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go.
Off play action. Lawrence. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. And they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold him now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Back to throw. Lawrence. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 5. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. First down, a run with Cohen. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Recon, 132 fighter. Lee Griffin.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Team spell.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Hey, shoot.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he completes it to Cohen. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And it's caught. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Michel, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He'll check this one down to Michel, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That is caught by Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We play to win. Go. Set. 15, 1, 59.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Back to throw. Lawrence, flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills. But now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to let it, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. But I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
On the double. 51, Mike, 51. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Let's go.
Back to throw. Lawrence gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Let's go. On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. There.
Now Elliott. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike, come on. You better bring it. Go. Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? Let's go.
Again, it's Elliott, able to power through.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major